Hi, my name is Karen Droms, and I'm an online science teacher. I'm going to show you some of the more advanced features of Adobe Spark Post. Now, if you're not familiar with Post, I recommend that you view the introductory video first because we're going to skip some steps that we cover in that one. Here I am all logged into Adobe Spark Post and ready to create a new project from scratch, and we're doing a graphic. And again, I will pick my widescreen format, but this time I'm going to skip the step where I pick an image to start with. What Spark has done is created the graphic with a color block and the regular text block. The first thing I want to do is to change the layout of this to something that I can put a couple of images in along with the text. So I think I'm going to try this one. This is just in the way right now, so I'm going to delete it. I can always put it back later. And I'm going to put one image over here, and what it's doing is replacing the color block with the image. So I've saved a couple of images to my Creative Cloud account, and I think in this one I want to use this image, and then on this side I'll use this image. So now that we've added the images, I might want to straighten this one out. So I click on the image and I can change the scale or the rotation. So I'm going to try rotating it a little bit, and notice that Spark will automatically resize the image so that none of the corners are cropped off. I don't like the way her head is cropped off there, so I'm going to undo. Maybe I can rotate a little bit less. Okay, I think that looks good. But now that I look at these two together, I want some sort of divider between them. And I can add a border around my entire graphic, or I can add dividers between the cells, or I can do both. Spark has picked up the colors from the images. We can always change that if we want. Let me put my text back in. So I'm going to go to Add, Text, and I can pick a template if I want, but I'm going to start from scratch. I want this to take up more of the space, but I'm not loving this font, or the colors, or pretty much anything about that text. So I'm going to go into the fonts. I think I'm going to stick with this one for now. So I can click on the background color. I'm going to start with the color of the block. And again, here are my suggested colors that have come up based on the colors in the images. That really isn't what I'm looking for, so I can change that color by clicking on the color, and I can pick one of the colors that are available, or I can pick the eyedropper and come over to the image and try to find a color in the image that works. Kind of like that, but now my text color is off. Again, I can look at the suggested colors, and I'm just going to stick with this for now. What I want to do now is change the shape that the text is in. So I click on the shape, and I have all sorts of choices here. That's too big. Let me pull the padding down on that and see if it works. I really like this bullet shape, but there's not enough room for it. So what I can do is actually make the blocks for my images smaller. And now I can try moving this down a little, make the text a little smaller, and I'm also going to apply an effect. What I can do is cut out the text and add an outline to it. I can create a shadow. This is looking good. Now I want to go back and tweak my colors a little bit. I think that gives the oomph that I'm looking for. I made a few more tweaks and I'm happy with this the way it is, so I'm going to give it a name. And again, I could publish this to social media, I could download it, but instead what I'm going to do is open it up on my mobile device and show you some things you can do there that you can't do on the web. Here's the same Spark Post project but on my mobile device. I'm going to edit that. Here you can see we have many of the same options, just in a different layout. But one option that you have on your mobile device that you don't have on the web is Effects. So I'm going to go to Effects, and Effects allows me to add animation or filters. I can animate the text or the images. So I can animate by scrolling over. I can have the images come in, or I can animate the text. I'm going to choose this color effect on the images. I tap Done, and now when I select Share, I have the option of saving it as a still image or saving the video animation. I'm creating the video. I have several options of different things to do with the video. I'm going to copy it to the Creative Cloud. And now on my desktop, when I go to my Creative Cloud account, I can open up my folder and there's my video. And those are some of the more advanced features of Adobe Spark Post.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Click the link in the description below to explore more free online professional development on the Adobe Education Exchange. And click the link on screen to subscribe to the channel for more videos.